Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mama Beach and I'm here today to do a review of my Michael Kors Skorpios bag. I received this bag a few weeks ago when I did a trade with my best friend, the Purse Fairy, and we both thought I would like it and we were both right. This is a great bag and I wasn't anticipating loving it as much as I have ended up loving it as I've carried it. I carried it for 2 weeks straight, which is just unheard of for me. I never carry bags that long, and it just seemed so perfect with everything that I wore and so practical at the same time. I never switched out of it, so I think that means I really like it. So I'm excited to share it with you guys today and to go over the features of the bag and also show you what fits inside and kind of how it looks good with every outfit. So this is called the Skorpios, and it is made of pebbled leather. You can see this one is black. Now, what do I really love about this leather? One, it's pebbled, so it's super practical. Honestly, guys, I was not kind to this bag. I threw it around, I threw it in the car, I knocked it against stuff. I didn't worry about it, and that's what's so awesome about it is I feel like it has the aesthetic of looking really nice because of the shiny gold hardware, but it's practical because of the pebbled leather, and I really, seriously, I was hard on this bag for the 2 weeks that I carried it, and I don't see any issues. I also really like this leather because it's super soft, supple, very smushy. You guys know I love smushy leather, but it also, on top of the pebbling, which is really a nice wide flat pebble, there's also veining in the leather, which I thought was so beautiful. And I would set it in the car seat and I would look over it sometimes and just notice different veins and variations in the leather and be like, wow, this is a really nice leather that this bag is made of, and it should be for the retail price, because I believe the retail price on this is like $7.98, which is crazy. And I think a lot of that is due to the quality of the leather, because now that I've carried it for so long, I can see how nice the leather is, but also the hardware, which my friend Joshy Michael told me I think is gold plated. I forget what carat he told me, but I believe him because it is super nice. And it was really what drew me to this bag, is it has that shine that is kind of eye-catching, but not in a super garish way. It's a little bit more understated. And to me, it kind of has that, before I just was gonna move, I was on the hunt for a vintage Chanel bag. That's why I wanted to add to my collection, and I probably still will, but it won't be until after I move and get settled. I'm gonna start hunting again, and I really wanted that classic black Chanel with that shiny gold hardware. And to me, that's the look, the aesthetic, the classic aesthetic that this reminds me of. So I think that's why it really spoke to me. But you can see how shiny the hardware is. It's so like dense and nice, and it doesn't feel cheap in any way. So you can see it has these flat panels on both sides. Then you have on the zipper pull this flat square piece that says Michael Kors. You have the caps on the ends of the zipper pull, and then even the zipper itself and the actual pull is all that super shiny gold. And it is just gorgeous. I will say, like I said, I was not careful with this bag. The hardware does scratch pretty easily. So just something to keep in mind if that bothers you, if you're somebody that's bothered by scratches. For example, you can see on the plate here, you can see scratches. Just keep that in mind, and you may want to be nicer to this bag than I was, but I really don't care that much about scratches. I want to have a practical bag that I can throw around and use, so I would rather do that. You can see the strap is really cool. It's got this kind of rope braided thing going on. I will admit it's not as comfortable on your shoulder as a nice flat strap, but frankly, it's pretty darn comfortable considering it's a rolled strap. And because the bag is so lightweight, it really doesn't dig into your shoulder. The other thing I will point out is this strap drop is not that generous. I found it to be adequate, but it was a little tricky if I was wearing a super thick coat. And so I just just keep that in mind as well. When you fill it up, and I'm going to put some stuff in here in a minute, and it starts to sag a little bit and kind of get a more like pulled down saggy shape, the strap top does get a little more generous, but still it's not that generous, just FYI. Okay, let me show you the inside. Let me take the stuffing out. So the inside is also really luxurious. It is this like silk or satin fabric. It has a nice sheen to it, and I really love the contrast of this like bronzy brown color on the inside with the black on the outside. I just think it looks really like expensive and nice, that combination. So inside you can see it's pretty simple. It just has one zip pocket along the back, but you can see they've taken the trouble of even putting a nice piece of gold-plated hardware here that says Michael Kors Collection on it. And then on the front it has 2 slip pockets. And inside one of these is the original tag. So yes, $795 is the retail price on this bad boy. Can you believe that? And it's just because it's from the Michael Kors collection rather than some of their less expensive lines. But the quality is really good. Would I pay $800 for this? I don't think so. I don't think so. Having used it now, I would maybe pay $250 for this. I think $800 is a bit of a stretch if you ask me, but nobody asked me. So let me put some stuff in here for you guys so you can see kind of how the shape changes when it's full of real items. We have my umbrella and my sunglasses case that I always put on the bottom. Have 2 different pouches here. I'm also just going to kind of throw in the bottom, and I'm going to throw my wallet on top of all of that. This is my Tory Burch wallet, which PS goes really well with this bag. Isn't this a great combination with the gold hardware and then just like the shiny black thing going on? I just thought they looked really good together. So then on the slip pockets, I'm going to put a hand sanitizer. I'm going to put a lotion. I'm going to put my pepper spray my husband makes me carry around. And I'm going to put tissues in the back zip pocket. So let me show you how that changes things. When you have it full of real items, you see that nice slouchy shape. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So the shape to me is kind of casual. It has like a slouchy hobo thing going on, but because of the black color and the super shiny hardware, it also looks nice in a way. And that's what I discovered about this bag in the time that I carried it, is no matter what I wore it with, it just looked good. So for example, today I put on like a dressy top because I wanted to show you how it looked with something dressy. So can see, you know, it stands up to the challenge. It looks nice with, like, if you're wearing a dressy top to work or to go out to happy hour after work. If you could imagine this was a dress, you know, something a little nicer. It just looks, nice. It just looks good with whatever you put on. So now what I'm going to do is put on a t-shirt, because I want you guys to see that even though this looks super nice and great with like a dressy top with a, you know, a more, you know, dressed up vibe, I want you to see that it also looks just as good with a plain old t-shirt. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I threw on just a plain old t-shirt. I just picked something randomly from my closet because I want to show you that this looks good as a casual bag as well. With jeans, I don't have jeans on, but if I had jeans on and just a t-shirt and I was going to run out to the grocery store, I feel like this still works. This bag still works. And that's what I loved so much about it when I carried it, is it just always went with whatever I had on. So I think it's just because it's so classic and simple, it just always seemed to match. And so for me, somebody that is kind of a simple kind of girl, casual kind of girl, that was really appealing because I could wear it in my everyday life, running around with my kids, dressed like this. And then during the time I was carrying it, it was my birthday. I went out with my girlfriends, I got dressed up. I went out with my husband, I got dressed up, and I still carried the same bag and it still looked great. So that is really the number one thing that I loved about this bag. And I was so excited to share it with you guys. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed that review. I will spell out Skorpios in the description box below, so that if you want to look for one, you don't have to try to struggle and spell it, because frankly, it's not the easiest. I have trouble myself. Let's be honest, I'm not good at spelling. So I will spell it out below for you guys so that you can take a look around if it's something that you're interested in getting for yourself. All right, thank you guys so much for watching today, and I really appreciate you guys always watching, and I really appreciate when you guys comment and ask questions, because I love interacting with you, and I love when you guys have suggestions for video ideas, so please don't be shy. Feel free to make comments and questions below, and I will get back to you. I also always post my email address and my Instagram in the description box below with every video, so that you can follow me on Instagram. And also, if you have private questions that you want to ask me, I get emails from people all the time and I always respond to them. So I'm happy to answer any questions privately. If you don't feel comfortable posting comments, just send me an email. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.